Hello America, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day Fiance Season 8 Episode 3. I am in this badly lit room once again for another review, and I am here for 90 Day Fiance. It is 5:54. I intended that you all would be seeing this review earlier. This eyebrow is like messed up right here. You know when your eyebrows start getting bushy, like your natural eyebrows, and you need to, you know, tweeze them. So I need to tweeze them, but I lost my favorite pair of tweezers. And I know I'm gonna find them, but I don't feel like looking for them. You know, you know how it goes. Anyway, okay. What was the man's name from Love After Lockup who wore the royal blue suit? What was his name? Because I want to say his name was also Tariq, but I really feel like his name was Tariq. I don't feel like actually going back in my notes to check because I don't care that much about him. But when I seen Tariq in this powder blue suit, you know, I was stunned. I was more stunned when Hazel said that she really liked it. They discussed Dean a little bit. He goes with his best friend. His best friend got on her cute shirt and her cute skirt. You know, I mean, it may have been a little over the top, you know, for just going out and helping your best friend find. Oh my God, I thought that was a finger. Oh, I thought it was a finger. Oh yeah, she did look good. You know, she didn't look too, there are two ways to dress. You know, you can go the Angela way, I think her name was, or you can go the Uncle Bo way. You know, I did find Angela's dressing a little bit more pleasing, you know, just a little bit over the top, and his was under the bottom. You see? Anyway, I'm sorry. So they discuss why Dean won't be in the wedding. He then goes to pick up Hazel. He's like, he knows that he has to tell Hazel that he was in contact with Minty, but obviously he won't tell her the first night. She gets there. She loves the powder blue suit. Powder blue is her favorite color, so she loves it. She says that he looks handsome. They get to the house, and he says, "This is your house." And she said, "It's messy." And he said, "It's not messy. What you talking about? This is clean." And then he says, "We have different versions of clean." Then she said, "Did you bring me here to clean your house?" I'm not going to say yes, but I am going to say yes, because there is no way that shirt draped over that chair, the chair on the bar, was really considered clean. Stop it. It was a spoon with some substance on there. So yeah, that's Tariq and Hazel. We see Michael and Natalie. They're going to see Uncle Bo. Oh my God. When Natalie said, "So you don't live with us?" and he said, "No," and she said, "Whew, I mean, good. I mean, well, you know, girl, what do you mean? You mean you're happy that this man is out?" She said that he's a stylish man. They really got lost in communication. This is not her first language. We already know Uncle Bo is Uncle Bo. The waiter asks, you know, why is she here? Because she had commented on how big the portion size was. America, fat. She was like, you know, people are asking me my status, but I don't even really know my status because he ain't give me my ring back and he ain't even bring it up. So it's like people ask me my status and I say I'm here on a K1 visa, and they be like, "Oh," and then they look down at my hand and ain't nothing on my hand, and it's like I'm insecure. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Ma'am, can we take it back to the beginning. When you said, I'm done, took the ring off, threw it in his bag. You remember that? Do you remember that? I want to know if you remember that, because she's talking about how insecure she is about not having a ring. Then she go to his place and she was like, this place is trash. It's on the farm in the middle of nowhere, you know, or surrounded by a lot of land, I should say. It's cold. She said it was cold in there. The cat, Bobo, Boo-Boo, not Bobo, Boo-Boo, jumped up there and she was like, and I was like, don't do that. Now, don't do that. Don't do that. Boo-Boo ain't do nothing to you. Don't do that. Anyway, she was just like, it's cold in here, you know. It's just, I mean, it's okay. It's just not what I expected. That's what she told the producer. It's not what she expected. And I have a solution. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't be good TV drama. But I think in real life, you should FaceTime the person that's going to come and move to your country. You should FaceTime them the apartment that you're going to be staying in, or the living situations that you're going to have, so then people will know. Now, I know that this is not going to apply for reality TV, because it is just that, reality TV. But in real life, oh my gosh, I hope you don't hear someone who's extremely loud talking on the phone. So yeah, but in real life, you know, I would send a video of the living space and show the person what they're going to get into and say, you know, it's sometimes cold. Where does he live? Sequim? Sequim? Squirm? Where does he live? Anyway, moving on. So Andrew and Amira, they were all looking cute and nice and whatever, you know, and I was vibing and I was like, okay, you know, we gonna see what we gonna see, until she sat down with her father. Okay, she's 28, he's 32. He runs a daycare center. He said that she had recently, you know, she was recently talking about her not wanting children. She had 5 or 6 months. I think she had 5 months on her K-1 visa, but then Corona happened and she wasn't able to come. And, you know, now they're going to go to Mexico so they can enter the United States like that, after they do the 14 quarantine day period, right? So everything was cool. I was like, okay, I have a little bit of a preconceived notion about both of them, but I'm just gonna let it rock. Until her father said, you know, I really don't like him. No, until they sat down and had their whole conversation. She was like, you know, yeah, I just wanted to wait, but he was telling me, he gave me an ultimatum. He was basically like, if you don't do this, then I'm never gonna forgive you. And I was like, excuse me. Then she was like, he'll ask me to do something over and over and over and over again until I say yes. And then her father was like, I don't like the way he treats you. He's made you cry so many times before. And I'm like, excuse me? Girl, I'd be out on the first thing smoking. Girl, You're 28, you're cute. The world is your oyster. Nobody got time for that. What? And that's the end of their story. Moving on, we see, okay, I'm not going to obviously talk about everything, but Yara, why did Yara sit up here and say the food is good and then turn around and say it didn't have that much flavor? That made Jovi so upset. Her talking about living, her talking about it's like a ghost town. That made him upset. And her saying, why is your mama trying to push me to get married here when I said I don't want to get married here, right? That made him upset as well. But his mother is trying to push. I have discovered that a lot of these things, I think, you know, today is the 21st. And so I think my superpower that I got was seeing through the crap, the caca, the poop, the shite, okay? Seeing through it. I think that's what happened, because as I was looking at this show and looking at these scenes and looking at his mother Gwen talk to Yara, you know, she asked her at first, what are you guys going to do about a wedding? Yara says, I don't want to have a big wedding, you know, especially if my parents can't come, and I just don't want to like video them, and we're doing all of this fun stuff, and it seems as though they're not there, you know, and they're not able to be here. So I just much rather have a quick ceremony and go to Vegas. Now, that's what she said, right? Right? Then his mother, Gwen, is like, well, you know, I mean, because your grandparents could see you get, Jovi, your grandparents could see you get married, and, you know, I just really think that you all should do something, and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, boundaries. Didn't I just establish and say, no, I don't want to do that? Of course, they can have a reception. You know, a reception is a reception. Have a beautiful, nice reception with his family, then have a beautiful, nice reception with her family. That's fine, whatever. But if I said no, and this is not what I'm going to do, then why are you suggesting that I think about it? I had already made up my mind. And I liked when Yara said, I mean, look, moms don't control me. She said, nah. And that's why Jovi got a little bit upset, because it's like, oh, whatever. But it's like, no, it's not whatever. Like, Brandon and Julia. Julia wants Brandon. First of all, Julia had like 3 minutes, he said, to get ready after he brought her breakfast, because they had this whole day planned. And she wanted him to talk to his mother. And he was like, I'll try. But he didn't try. Spoiler alert, he didn't try. And then they like, oh, you know, she's taking a lot of pictures. Let her take pictures. Maybe if y'all we don't have to be a foursome. We can break up. We can go and we can see something and meet back here in like 2 hours. Or meet back here at dinner. Like, whatever. Anyway. So, Brandon goes and talks to his mother in this lame attempt to act like he's fighting for Julia and their relationship, which he is not. Everything that he said was, well, Julia doesn't like the living situations, and Julia is saying this, and Julia is saying that. Never that he's saying anything, because, you know, he needs to have his mother who protects him and makes all his decisions for him. But he also needs to have Julia, because he can't, you know, have sex with his mother. So he's going to need something to have sex with and to find sexually attractive and appealing, and, you know, to get his manhood racing. Anyway, so after that failed attempt, Brandon and Julia split up from his parents, and they go out to dinner. He then tells her that he ain't got no more money, and that's why they really have to save, because she was like, well, we can just leave. Like, we don't have to stay there. Like, it's not a big deal. We can just leave. And he's like, no, we can't leave, because I done spent all my money on this and on that. And so she's like, so if we move out and we ain't got no money, we're going to be fighting. If we stay there and we allow all of our misunderstandings and I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, get to us, and we're gonna be arguing. If we have everything under a microscope and your mother is watching over us, we're gonna be arguing. So then she talks about how she was in the same situation with some other man, and she lived with his parents, and his parents didn't like her. The mother didn't like her because, you know, the mother thought that she was being mean to her son, and she said, it just seems as though I've repeated the situation. And I really am like, this cannot be true, because you definitely did repeat the situation. You see that, ladies and gentlemen? It's called the circle of life, and you must break the cycle. Break the cycle before you are able to move on into a healthy and wonderful and beautiful relationship. Well, anyway, I'm done. Okay, it's 6:13. I'm gonna upload this by 9, 10, 11 o'clock. Who knows when it's gonna be uploaded? And then I'm gonna play The Sims. Anyway, If y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or visit my website. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye. Visit my earring page. I'll put the link in the pinned comment. Bye.